Testing, one, two, three, testing. Testing, 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 one, two, three, testing, one, two, three. I apologize for my mumbling in the last video to all my fans out there in YouTube land. Today is November the 23rd, 2011. We've gone through the 11 and 11 11 portal thing to where all this wonderful energy is coming down into the earth. All these wonderful, wonderful rays are coming down. And things are changing. There's all kinds of stuff going on. It's good stuff. Now, I have it from sources on this here YouTube that these two, well, more than one underground base has been destroyed. And we all know that there's underground bases. Oh, you didn't know there was underground bases? Well, they call them DUMBs, deep underground military bases. But really, they're not military bases. They're inhabited by these, or they were, past tense, were inhabited by these creepy creatures called reptiles and greys. Greys probably aren't as creepy as the reptiles, but the reptiles are very creepy. And that's what, when you see all these shape-shifting stuff on the, Obama shape-shifts into a crocodile or whatever, all that. Well, that's the reptiles we're talking about. But you never really can tell that they're shape-shifting, except there's one gal that come out of the Illuminati, that's on there somewhere, that she tells us she's seen it. She was like in there. But anyway, that's kind of beside the point. I'm not sure what the point is, but the point is that even those guys are kind of losing the grip. The humans anyway. Well, oh yeah, the point is there's two military bases, pretty important ones. Now, I'm just quoting from that exopolitics guy interviewed a guy named Tolwick, who was apparently a dude who like doubles. He's a human one day, and the next day he's this Andromedian, and so he was in his Andromedian state when he gave this little report about how the Andromedans, which there's some buddies up there. We have lots of friends out there in space. Don't be scared, gang. There's more of them that are with us than are against us. I'm sure they're the ones that are in the military bases and the ones that are down in Roswell and all that stuff. They weren't good guys, but maybe they were related to some good guys, but they're all related to us. But anyways, according to this guy, and according to Aaron McCollum, who the truth dude that has a lot of videos out and has brought a lot of truth out, and when his first video with Carrie Cassidy, he was talking about being in those underground bases, and I don't remember the details, but it sounded pretty darn scary. And it was the one underneath Yemen. That's where, Pirate Alley, where everybody's going round and round in circles, pretending they're looking for pirates, but they're guarding the Stargate. Well, according to the latest news from the Andromedans, they have destroyed this underground base. And apparently they were able to spare the humans, but they didn't spare the reptiles. And they're like exited stage right in some far off galaxy. Same goes for another place in China, in the China Sea. Now, for more of this information, I would look at for in that exopolitics guy in November or October of this year, which is 2011. Anyway, these bases, besides being, filled with these bad guys that are very selfish. You know, these reptiles that are controlling Obama and everybody else except a few in the government. Um, these bases apparently were putting out frequencies. Had these huge frequency machines that put out a frequency of fear and anxiety, going right up through the earth into these, you know, China and places around China and in the Middle East, even worse. And the one in the Middle East under Yemen was supposedly there for 5,000 years. And that's where there's always conflict, always conflict. And, you know, he wasn't placing the blame on this one or that one. He was placing the blame on the fact that all this horrible, not radiation, frequencies were coming out of the ground that were making people, anxious and mean and mad at each other. Which, I tell you what, it may or may not be true, but I think if it's true, if he really did, you know, destroy the space and these frequencies of fear are not coming out of these two portals in the earth, then we should be seeing some pretty good changes in these areas of the country, of the earth, of the world as we know it. And anyway, so I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving, and we've got a lot more to be thankful for than we have to worry about. Peace. Peace. Sorry for being so stoned in that last. Oops. Oops. Sorry for being so foggy in the last video. Over and out. 10-4. Peace, love, and FEMA camps.